You know, there's a part of me that's real proud of this whole FBA, this delineation movement, not just the FBA part of it, but the whole delineation movement. I heard that Sexy So Long song. Didn't really care for it, didn't really care for the video, but I heard another one, We Cannot Be Deported, you know what I'm saying? That song was off the chain, an FBA song, and now somebody created like a FBA anthem, you know what I'm saying? Sounds really, really, really good, you know. And this is the sort of thing that can really, really, really bring us back together. Unfortunately, it seems that y'all need an enemy for y'all to rally around, right? And that's not an indigenous mindset. This is why I'm starting to wonder if a lot of y'all are actually Africans, bro, because that's not the indigenous mindset. The indigenous mindset doesn't require us to have an enemy for me to recognize you are my brother, for me to recognize you are my sister. I don't need an enemy to recognize that. I don't need to be pushing back against Caribbeans or pushing back against Africans for me to look at you and see you as my brother. I think it's more than shameful that we walk across each other, especially outside of our main communities. We walk across each other, man, don't even speak to each other. I think it's horrible. And particularly, and listen, I'm not about to make this a black woman versus black man thing. I'm just giving you examples of real life experience. I think it's horrible at how the sisters go out of their way to not so much as make eye contact with a brother. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like I did you something. I mean, you don't see me. I'm a stranger to you, my brother, but I'm still your brother. I'm a stranger to you, my sister, but I'm still your brother. You don't look at me like and boot me up like I did you something. I'm going to show you why the indigenous mindset is different from the African mindset. Some African tribes just lack that spark. Whereas the black Americans, you know, we very, very innovative and very creative. You know what I'm saying? Most of the technologies that we use every day that we take for granted were either directly created by a black American or a black American was the main collaborator in the projects. You know what I'm saying? We are very innovative. We are very creative. You know what I'm saying? Very intelligent. We are going to figure out how to bring into existence whatever we need to make our lives better. We wouldn't sit there and squalor. So it's just a difference in us and some black people elsewhere. You see the same thing with the blacks in the Caribbean, the way they live. And you got to understand, these people are left alone. These people have the freedom to actually live off system in a lot of these countries. They're not forced into capitalism like we are in our system. They can actually live off system if they're willing to live without certain things. But if you take black Americans and you leave us alone, say you put all of us in the South and say, y'all live how y'all live, you're out of this here, you're not a part of our system no more, we're gonna leave you be. We will be living in cities of gold within 5 years. We will have beautiful homes for everybody in there within 5 years. We will have parks and playgrounds for everything we need within 5 years. We will figure out a way to build it. If we can't build everything out of iron and stuff, if we can't, you know, get the tools to make, you know, certain metals, we'll figure it out. We'll do it with wood. We will figure it out, people, because that's just how we are. There's a different thing in us that we are creative source people. We are original source people. And the reason why we are creative source people is because we are original people. We are indigenous. So when I see certain mindsets of like tribalism and all this constant bickering and stuff, it makes me wonder if you people are actually Africans or something, man, because that's not an indigenous mindset. To look at a strange black man or black woman who's done you nothing and you hate them, that's weird. I mean, it goes beyond just self-hatred. It's weird because, I mean, you have no reason to hate me and you don't even know me. I have no reason to hate any black woman or any black man but that hasn't done me anything. You know what I'm saying? I have no reason to hate you. Now, because of our track record, I'm not going to put my head on the chopping board right away for you either and let you cut my head off. But I'm not going to hate you or be rude towards you. You know what I'm saying? Because when I look at you, I see my brother. And that's how I think because I have an indigenous mindset. The indigenous mindset is free. When you have an indigenous mindset, you are outside of the colonized mind. You are not stuck in this man's history narratives. You're not stuck in his racial narratives. You're not stuck in his social or political narratives. You're not stuck in nothing he says, because your mind operates on a frequency that's outside of his control. His control is this system. When you have an indigenous mindset, your mind operates outside of this system. But most of y'all only operate within the system. This is why y'all talk politics. This is why y'all talk social issues, racism and all this stuff. I can't stop nobody from not liking me because I'm so-called black. I can't make nobody stop. I can't make nobody like me. You know what I'm saying? I really don't care to make nobody like me. I don't, to be honest, I don't care. The problem I have is with systemic racism, and you can't change that either. So the only option you have really is to get out of the system. And that's the indigenous mindset. But the colonized mindset wants reparation. You don't want out of the system. You just want some money because you think that money will put you above being this. You think money will put you in a situation where you'll be above being so-called black in America, and it won't. It won't. It won't make a difference, you know what I'm saying? The money won't make a difference. Plus, the way the system is designed, that money gonna be gone. They can give every so-called black American $10 million right now who believes that they are actually descendants of slaves. Because I'm indigenous, I don't want the reparation. I want restoration. I want my land back. I want my freedom back. I want my autonomy back. I don't want their money. But let's say they say we're gonna give everybody $10 million. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even gotta prove that you're a descendant of slaves. You just gotta claim it. If you claim that you're a descendant of African slaves, they're gonna give you $10 million, right? That money is gonna be gone within 30 years. That money is gonna last for you, and by the time your children reach adulthood, that money is gonna be gone, because that's just how the system is designed. The system is not designed for you to keep your wealth. It's going to take your wealth from you eventually. But if we get our land, we get restoration, that's forever. That ain't going nowhere. So that's just the difference in our mindset, the indigenous mindset. The colonized mindset wants money because you think the money is going to put you above being black in America, and it's not. So, I really want to break this down in one way. I want to go to the ancient teachings to show you who the original people is, where we come from. Because this issue about whether or not we are indigenous to the Americas or whether or not we are descendants of African slaves living in America, is not something that's it's not something that's being settled in the proper way in any of the discourse that's going on. Okay, I'm gonna give you a prime example. Over on the African Diaspora channel, right, with Brother Phil, he got a new brother on the program, and he does this video smiling and stuff, talking about he's gonna settle the issue of whether or not we are indigenous to the Americas or we are descendants of slaves, African slaves living in America. He's gonna settle it. Yeah, this dude's so cocky and arrogant that he is gonna settle this issue. After all these millions of black Americans have been doing their genealogy over the last 20 years, finding their ancestors on the Indian rolls and all this stuff, or tracing their ancestors back to the first census and not finding anything about no slave or anything on there, you know what I'm saying? Seeing the words American Indian on some of them, or seeing the words colored on some of them, you know what I'm saying? We didn't trace our ancestors back. After millions of black Americans have done this, he is going to just settle it. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what you found, he's going to put an end to it. And this is the mentality of the colonized mind. And guess what he said? He said, okay, yeah, my grandmother or great grandmother, I forgot which one it was an Indian, right? She was a Seminole. He said, but the word Seminole means runaway. What? And I'm thinking, okay. Now, see, y'all would get into an argument of whether or not Seminole means runaway. You would either believe him or you would debate it. I'm not going to do either. My question I left on that video say, bro, you mentioned one Indian tribe. There were hundreds, literally hundreds in America. Y'all know about the so-called 5 civilized tribes. These are federally recognized tribes, but there were literally hundreds of tribes here in America. Hundreds. He mentioned one and tried to tell you that it means runaway. Now, I'm going to tell you why I know he's lying, because they didn't even acknowledge us as being Indians, you know, say officially, until a lawsuit started coming through. And after the lawsuit started coming through around 2000, 2010, they started trying to backtrack the history, because this is what they do. They revise the history, right? They start rewriting stuff and start redoing stuff, you know what I'm saying? And they went back and started creating new narratives saying, okay, well, the Indians own African slaves also, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you are Indian because the Indians owned your people, you know what I'm saying? Or the Indians took your people in after they escaped from a plantation, you know? Say, bro, I am 55 years old and I've never heard of Indians owning slaves. In fact, we never even heard of slavery, period, until Roots came out in like 79. That was the first time we heard of it. Never heard of anything about us being Africans, slaves from Africa. Never heard it. And over time, generation after generation, because of educated, colonized Negroes, the stories have been being tweaked and upgraded and updated to fill in the gaps, because there was always a lot of gaps in the story. So to fill in the gaps, the story the narrative has been constantly upgraded by us, not by white folks, by us. Just like this clown talking about Seminole means runaway, but he's not talking about the other 99 mean. Take the 5 civilized off, you still got 95 more to go. So what they mean? He didn't address that because that's trickery, that's trick knowledge. This is deceptive methodology that he's using there. He does that. He says that one thing, and that's supposed to apply across the board in your mind, because that's what happened to a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all heard that and just accepted that this must be what it means. Say, bro, that's one tribe. On the far east coast, the far southeast coast, you had tribes all over America. All over America. What they mean? West Coast, Midwest, South, North. You had tribes all over this place. So what their names mean? He didn't settle nothing. He just showed that his mindset have been colonized. But he works for the African Diaspora Channel. They are invested in making sure that we see ourselves as descendants of African slaves living in America. That's what all of them about. And this is the problem I'm going to have with the FBA, Solon, and ADOS. Again, as I said before, man, this seemed like, this could be a unifying thing. It's beautiful to see us trying to rally around something, but why do we need enemies to rally around? Why do we need this whole delineation thing for us to rally around each other? You know what I'm saying? Why do we have to be pushing back on people for us to love each other? We shouldn't even need that, man. You know what I'm saying? Love for self and kind should be automatic, because that's the indigenous mindset. All I want to do is be left alone in peace. All I want to do is have my fun in peace. What I don't want is arguing, fights, chaos. I don't need none of that stuff, man. The indigenous mindset is one of peace. And the reason why y'all can't understand is because y'all don't have the indigenous mindset. Some of y'all are extremely tribal, like these people in Africa. These people are so tribal in Africa. Forget about Rwanda. Y'all heard about Rwanda and what they did to each other over tribal names. They look alike. They can't even tell each other apart, but they whacking each other with machetes and stuff. You got men running down on women, crouched over their children, trying to protect their babies, and some dude whack her with a machete and then whacked up with a machete. I can't even imagine me being that hateful of any human being who has done me nothing, that I will run down on that human being and whack that human and their child with a machete. I don't have that in me, bro, because I have the indigenous mindset, because I'm directly connected to Allah. See, I'm a direct ancestor of God. Y'all are products of colonization. And this is why y'all can sit online 24/7 and digest and ingest all of this toxic material, all of this bickering, gossip, and hateful stuff. This is why y'all can do that. I can't do that. And as proud as I am of us trying to find some way to come together, it's not going to work under FBA. It's not going to work under ADOS. It's not going to work under Solon, because all of these things is still within the confines of colonization. It's still based on the white man's narratives of who you are. We are not FBA. We are not Solon. We are not ADOS. We are gods. Ye are all gods, children of the Most High God. Salam.